Everybody, welcome to Around the Bag with Ian Bagg. It's time to start it up, but we first got to start with a theme song because everybody loves a theme song. We're gonna do a theme song. I'm gonna turn my head so you don't throw up. Everybody, welcome to the show. We're gonna have a great time. There's all Canadians on the show today. It's all about hockey on the show today. We're gonna talk about hockey. We're gonna talk about hockey with Randy Hahn, Brendan Batchelor, and Ken Daniels. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a great time. Let's bring the boys in now. Hello, Randy Hahn. Welcome, Randy. And then there's Brendan Batchelor. Welcome, Brendan Batchelor.
Thank you very much for having me.
And then there's Ken Daniels. Welcome, Ken Daniels. And he's frozen too. Fantastic. Boys. Welcome. I'm going to go around the horn right now, and you guys are all going to introduce yourselves. Let's start off with Randy. Randy, introduce yourself and tell everybody all about Randy Hahn. Maybe. He's coming in from Russia, I think.
Hello, Ian.
Tell everybody all about you, Randy. Okay, he's not going to tell us about him. Brendan, you tell everybody all about Brendan Batchelor.
Yeah, I do the radio play-by-play broadcast for the Vancouver Canucks on Sportsnet 650 radio, and I've done that for 2+ seasons. I was nearing the end of my third year on the job when obviously the COVID-19 situation stepped in, and here we all are right now.
That was life saying, don't get too comfortable, Brendan. Welcome back to the minors, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Anyways, Ken Daniels, tell them all about you.
Well, I think it's really neat that Randy's frozen and he's in Silicon Valley. I don't know about that, but thanks for having me today, Ian, because you know what? You got me to shower. I've done play-by-play now for 23 years with Mickey Redmond, longest serving currently TV duo in the National Hockey League. Started with Toronto Maple Leafs Radio 1990, went to Hockey Night in Canada, host and play-by-play, then came to Detroit in 1997, joining this all-Canadian crew. See this shirt?
What does it say?
A booted.
What a
booted.
I'm going to kick you in the nuts. I'm going to boot you right in the balls. Randy, can you hear us now, Randy? Are we able to get
I was hearing you from a delay, but I'm better now. Either that or I'm already intoxicated. I am now in my 29th year with the San Jose Sharks, originally from Edmonton, Alberta, and broke into the business in Whitehorse in the Yukon Territory, where the men are men and the Huskies are nervous.
Oh, I love it. Oh, they're a bunch of dog fuckers up there. That's what Randy's saying. What a big day, starting it out nice. By the way, guys, I hope if you're offended by my language, I apologize. None of these guys would say any of those words. But my first question actually goes to the F word. I want to know, have you ever slipped up while doing a broadcast and used the F-bomb by mistake and then gotten in trouble? Let's start out with Randy Hahn. He seemed to be frozen at first. Let's start with him.
It's happened to me at least 3 times, twice in the NHL. Puck is a really easy word to slip up on once in a while. But the best one was I was doing soccer years ago in San Diego, and we did a pre-tape. So we did a pre-tape, and something happened, and I was told by my director in my earpiece, he says, stop, we got to start again. And I said, well, good thing, because my hair was all fucked up anyway. Well, when they went back to play the thing on the air live, whoever was running videotape queued it up to the wrong one that hadn't been erased. This is in the days of tape. And they played the first version. And for about the next 5 years, fans would come up to me at the home games and say, Randy, your hair is really fucked up.
Randy Hahn, his hair was all fucked up and people didn't forget. Ken Daniels, have you ever dropped the big F-bomb in the middle of a broadcast? Ken Daniels, I'm asking you. Ken, are you there? Ken?
Me? Sorry, I lost you there. Okay.
That's okay.
So the only, it's never happened on the air, but the only thing that came close, and Brendan will know, John Shorthouse, who does the TV for the Vancouver Canucks and Rogers Sportsnet. I'm
that
calling
cocksucker.
a game, and Grant, yes, and well, speaking of which, and Grant, a guy by the name of Grant Klitzum, got a penalty, and his penalty expired, and I said, well, Grant Klitzum's out of the box. And John Shorthouse texted me within moments, That's hilarious. Clits him out of the box. Hadn't thought about it, but then we went silent for about 30 seconds because I couldn't stop laughing. Damn him. And anyway, that's I've never sworn. I know live mic don't. That was just your buddy Shorty.
I love it. Good work. Good work, Ken. Good story about the old clitoris and getting it out of the box.
Thanks.
I love it. Brendan, have you ever dropped the big old effer?
No, I said shit on the air once by
You
accident.
said shit on the air?
But yeah, I was doing a sportscast at the time. Actually, I was working at a radio station in Vancouver, and I was trying to say Manchester United shocked Manchester City, and it got all bungled, and it ended up being Manchester Shitty instead of Manchester City.
Manchester shitty on the shit-shins.
But otherwise, no F-bombs, no. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, I love it, guys. Those are all good answers. I give points away, guys. I forgot to tell you that earlier. I give points all the way from -50 up to 1 billion. I think you all got 120 points on that one around the board. We had some technical difficulties, and you dealt with it well. Randy Hahn, 120 points. Brendan Batchelor, 120 points. Brendan down the halls, 120 points. Very exciting. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Guys, here's an interesting question. Who has the best voice in sports? Who has the best voice in sports? Ken, what about it? Who has the best voice in sports?
The best voice in sports, well, a lot of guys may say this, is to me, Vin Scully. Love listening to him and how he could weave a story and just listen to those stories all day long. And I'm more of a hockey guy than a baseball guy, but Vin Scully, and my idol for hockey was the late, great, also Dan Kelly was my idol, KMOX in St. Louis. Great voice.
Nice. Randy?
I've got a couple. I would certainly be in the Scully camp. Al Michaels, kind of an iconic voice. Marv Albert, I mean, you just heard his voice, and it said network, and most often it said NBA. So those would be some of the great voices. As far as hockey goes, I'm probably old school Canadian. Danny Gallivan was kind of big in my era, more so than anybody else since him. Although I did work with Jim Houston, and Jim, you're a terrific guy, but Danny Gallivan is my favorite voice.
Nice. Brendan?
Yeah, there's a few. Obviously, in hockey, you bring up Jim Houston. He's got great pipes. Locally, Jim Robson in Vancouver is revered, and Hockey Hall of Fame broadcaster. One of the best. If I'm looking outside of the hockey world, some great names you guys brought up. I like a soccer commentator, a Scottish guy named Derek Ray, who does a lot of the UEFA Champions League. He's got a really nice accent that I like listening to a lot. So those are some of the ones that jump to mind for me.
Those are all awesome answers. I'll give you the sport that everybody answered from. Ken said baseball. So baseball, usually the guys get 9 points in that. So I'll give you 9 points for that. Randy Hahn brought up the old Gallivan, Danny Gallivan, a 3-2 score. So I'll give you a 3. Brendan Batchelor brought up soccer. That's 1 point for you. That's 1 point for you. My goodness. Soccer is such a great game, yet nobody scores. It's very interesting. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, by the way, did I tell you about one of our sponsors tonight? Hockey Pucks. Hockey Pucks, proud sponsor of Around the Bag. Hockey Pucks. You can't play hockey without Hockey Pucks. Let's continue on, guys. It's Thursday today. Why is it so hard to figure out what day it is? Has anybody else noticed that? It's very hard to remember what goddamn day it is. Can you guys answer that question right now? Why is it hard to remember what day it is? Ken, we'll go with you. Ken doesn't even know it's his turn. We'll go with Randy. Randy, we're going to go with Randy.
Here, I'm having a hard. I'm having a hard time here just because the audio's cutting in and out. So
perfect. Just play along. Just lie. Whatever. I'll just do this when it's your turn. Oh my God! There's a dog in the background. Everybody down.
Yes, sir. I think it's hard because all our norms. Oh, go ahead, Ken.
No, it's just cutting in and out, so it sounds like a Johnny Mathis song. It's cutting in and out. That dog. Yeah, exactly. That dog
I've lost control of the show, and damn it, someone take me back control.
Got me that for my birthday. It's a head
beautiful.
Cover. It's a head cover. It's
not a real dog. It's a head cover.
It's a head cover.
Turned into a.
I thought you guys just had crappy water in Michigan. Now bad internet. What's going on?
Oh my God! They're going to be fighting by the time this show's over.
I don't know.
Guys are
it's
taking
like,
each other down. Eddie's frozen.
You don't have to repeat the questions to me. It's okay.
It's okay.
Go slow. Just go
It's
slow.
okay.
I'll
It's
I'll
okay.
hear it.
We'll get
It's
you
just
through
cutting in
this.
and out.
We're gonna get you through this. We're gonna get you through this. Oh, Brendan.
Okay.
I can't even remember the question. Do you remember the question, Brendan? I just had to have a hold of
I do actually. It was about
I
trying
never
to figure
heard
out what day it is.
Oh, yes. Why is it so hard to remember what day it is?
Well,
Why?
because it's Groundhog Day, really.
what day it is.
Not a lot changes from day to day. I saw a post online last week that said, there's no longer 7 days in the week. Now there's just 3: yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And that really is what it feels like.
Oh, my God. That is a good answer, but terrifying at the same time. Randy, why is it so hard to remember?
Because I wear the same pajama bottoms every day. It's just it's one day followed by the next day, followed by the next day. And it was Easter Sunday, apparently on Sunday, but it didn't even feel like a Sunday. So it's what he said. He gets the point.
Fantastic. Ken, can you hear us? Would you like to chime in?
Well, I know you're asking what day it is. I don't know. Every day I get up, and if by the way, if I didn't have Jack Daniels, the dog, as I said to my wife the other day, if we didn't have the dog, would there be any reason to get out of bed? Not really. You got your phone. You can do everything in bed. Just roll over when you're tired, like a dog. Just roll over. That's it. There's no reason to get up. But thankfully, you had me on so I could step in the shower today. It was getting nasty.
I love it, Stinky. We're going to call you Skitty. That's what we're going to call you. Guys, you're all wrong. It's because you're drunk. It's because you're drunk. The answer is it's because you're drunk. Let's continue.
What do you mean by that?
Just have a drink and enjoy yourself. My God. Guys, which stadium has the best snacks? I like to go see my friends that work in the business because all the stadiums have snacks, but I haven't been to all the stadiums. I want to know which stadium has the best snacks. I'm going to go with Randy Hahn because if I start out with Ken, he's not going to hear what I say, and he's going to figure out by the time we get to him what I'm saying. What stadium has the best snacks, Randy Hahn?
Hands down, there's one clear winner. No one else can touch it. Chicago, the United Center. When you walk up there, there's potato chips with dip and candies and coffee and popcorn and Haagen-Dazs bars. Then in the first intermission, they roll out some other combination of goodies. Then in the second intermission, they do a hot service of a full dinner again. Chicago wins, hands down. I'm
going to guess, Brendan, you're going to go with Chicago after hearing that?
Yeah, absolutely. The only building in the league where you get 2 dinners. And so, they call it the Never Hungry League for a reason.
Never Hungry League. I like it. Ken?
Yeah, and I would say Chicago, Randy, you're right. For mid-game with the snacks, the hot plates, I'd say Little Caesars Arena, where the Red Wings play now for pregame meal, is now the best in the league. And the old Coliseum, although it's changed a little bit where the Islanders are back to playing again, in the old days, for a bottle of water up about 5 years ago or whatever it was, they charged you $1 for a bottle of water in game. If as a broadcaster you wanted a bottle, you had to pay $1. They were building the new building, 1 bottle of water at a time.
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure
Chicago,
they own your internet. They just tried to take you down there.
I think Little Caesars Arena pregame.
Little Caesars Arena pregame. I'm going to give some points away right now. Ken Daniels gets minus 0.4 because he didn't want to pay for his water. Randy gets 3 because he likes 3 meals during the game. Brendan came up with something. He's going to get 66 points for Never Hungry League. Oh, let's continue on. Guys, it's about to get serious in this motherfucker. Are you ready to get serious? Here it goes, guys. Oh, my goodness. Who will be and replace the new Don Cherry? Who will be the new Don Cherry? It's probably not going to be me, but I want to know who it is. Let's start out with Randy. We'll end up with Ken, but then we'll go with Brendan second because that's the way it's going to work on this show. Randy?
Well, for a while there, I thought it was going to be Brian Burke, but I don't think that's his gig. I think the new Don Cherry will be Paul Bissonnette.
Paul Bissonnette. Oh, my goodness. Brendan?
I'm going to go with a guy that, again, has ties to Vancouver, has his own podcast, has been doing some broadcasting on Hockey Night in Canada already and doing a great job. Kevin Bieksa will be the next Don Cherry.
Ken?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to replace Don Cherry. I think they're going to go in a whole new, different direction. Bieksa's been great. Brian Burke's great too. But I think they got to try something different in the intermission features or something because there's no replacing the original.
I like your guys' answers. All good, but you're all wrong. Cami Granato. She has got a fiery tongue. Cami Granato. She likes to call it out like she likes to call it out like she wants. Cami Granato. She likes to wear her knee cup right there. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. 0 points for everybody. 0 points for everybody on that one. Oh, my goodness. Guys, this is an exciting time in the show. Who, if you could right now, would you like to apologize to? Guys, it's a little emotional right now. Who do you want to apologize to? Let's start with Randy.
I'd like to apologize to Ken Daniels for not contributing to his internet Wi-Fi connection GoFundMe.
Oh, man, they're chirping each other. I didn't expect this. Brendan, who would you like to apologize to?
That's a tough one. I don't know. Do I have anything to apologize for? I'm not sure.
I love it.
I'm not apologizing to anybody.
He's not apologizing to anybody.
Like a true Canuck.
It's weird that I've had 2 Canadians not want to say sorry. That's very interesting. Ken?
Canadians are all very nice, so love means never having to say you're sorry.
Oh, love means never having to say you're sorry. Those are all great points. I'm going to give you 69, 69, and 69 on that one.
Nice.
You guys never said sorry. Guys, I forgot all about the people that were commenting. That's crazy. You can see in the corner right there, Dana Lindsay says, Randy is funny. Jeff Clark complains, isn't this like the millionth sausage fest? He wants all women on this one. Oh, my goodness.
I can go and get my wife, and she can join the show instead if you like.
Okay, we can have that. Sonia says, I miss soccer. That's interesting. That just came flying out of anywhere. I like this one. Did you make them all wear a shirt with a leaf on it? That's a very interesting comment right there.
No, by choice.
His choice, everybody. I like this one. It's Ken Stone. That's an interesting one right there. Oh, this is interesting. Malcolm says that CenturyLink has the best snacks. What do you guys think of that?
Or is he talking about the Wi-Fi quality?
Oh, I never even thought about that. Good point. I dated a Canadian once, and she never apologized. That's very interesting right there. Let's continue on, guys. Let's continue on. It's been exciting. I just wanted to make sure that the people represented there. Oh, my goodness. Guys, this is an interesting question. This is medical. This one. Have you or would you have LASIK? Have you had LASIK or would you have LASIK? Oh, interesting. I'm thinking about doing something. You can tell by my glasses on my face. I'm not enjoying them. Have you or would you have LASIK? Randy?
Have not, and probably would not. I'd be a little nervous putting my life's work into the hands of somebody with lasers.
Nice. Brendan?
Have not. I've got perfect 20/20 vision, at least so far, so haven't needed it. And I agree, I probably wouldn't if it came down to it, just because of the risk.
Nice. Ken?
In my crappy internet, I heard the question, have you ever had LASIK? Yes, I've had it 2 times. And because I was doing a commercial for the guy, they did it. It was fine. I just did it to enhance a little bit. But now because I did, I do need reading glasses, not all the time, because the thickness isn't there anymore. So before you do LASIK, be sure it's not going to screw something up going down the road.
That's a good point. My goodness, you guys, I thought you were all tough guys, but everybody's scared of it. And then
Around the bag, not brought to you by LASIK.
I know. I thought I was going to get some free LASIK, and you guys shut her down right there. My goodness. I like the way Brendan came flying out of nowhere and said, I've got 20/20 vision. That was awesome. 20/20 vision. He sees the game, and he sees it naturally.
Flaunt it if you got it, right?
No, flaunt it if you got it. Show him your eyes. You're going to get 20 points for that. Randy says, I'm scared. That's a man's man. 1,500 for that. Ken Daniels says, I've had it twice, so he gets 2. Guys, this is exciting. This is about hockey. This one's about hockey. I'm excited. Before we go any further, though, I got to let you know, tonight's show is sponsored by Dog Bags. Pick up your shit, my friends. Dog Bags. Let's continue on. Who have you seen that should have been a superstar in the game of hockey but never became a superstar? Somebody that you said, this guy is going to be brilliant and just didn't happen. Tell me who that was. I want to know who that was. Let's start out with Randy Hahn. That's the way it's going to go. And by the time we get to the end of it, Ken will know what we're talking about.
First ever Sharks draft pick, and the year they came into the NHL was the year that Eric Lindros came into the NHL. But the league made a switch at the last minute and said, no, San Jose, you can't pick big Eric Lindros because he's the player of the next generation. So they let the Quebec Nordiques pick him, and he would never play for them. The next player selected was the Sharks' first ever draft pick, Pat Falloon, who was a great young guy from Fox Warren, Manitoba, and we all know what a great town that is.
Fantastic.
But he would go on to score 20 goals a couple of times, and then just never, ever lived up to that number 2 overall hype. A guy who we thought was going to be the iconic player in franchise history. It just never happened, unfortunately. But a great guy from a great town.
Brendan?
Gilbert Brulee for me, who was a great junior with the Vancouver Giants, one of the best players they've ever had, and a great Western Hockey Leaguer, scored a ton at that level, was drafted very high. Even when they had the top prospects game here in Vancouver, they billed it that year as Crosby versus Brulee. And Crosby didn't end up playing in the game, but that was all the advertising leading up. And Gilbert Brulee, for whatever reason, never translated it at the NHL level the way he could have.
He just couldn't pull it off. But a nice guy. Anyways, Ken?
I didn't quite get the question, unfortunately, because of the internet. I'm not where Randy is in Silicon Valley, and I didn't hear something about a draft pick.
It's who was a player that was fantastic that never turned out. Do you like
draft pick
chicken?
that never turned out?
Yes, or do you like chicken or ribs?
I can't.
Okay.
I can't. The internet, I can't. The way it's cutting in and out. Should I go and try to come back in? You want to do
No,
that?
this is perfect. I enjoy it. I'm actually in loving you not getting all the questions. It's making me very happy. I feel like, oh, he's got the best job in the world, yet he's got a Sprint phone. That's interesting.
It's not as fun as surfing.
I can't. I can barely hear you.
I know you can, but it just
What was the question? Wait. My wife can hear the question. Wait. Yes?
Who's a player
Wait.
that should have been
Who's
a superstar, but that never was?
You think they're fighting?
Oh, who is
I
a
don't know what's
player
going
that
on.
should have been a superstar but never was?
Take your time.
That's a good. Well, Neil Yakupov.
Yapapov. Oh
that
my
work?
God. That is all great
Stay here,
answers.
you can rip.
All great answers. Minus 50 for just being dicks, though, and bringing the names up. Just minus 50 for each of you for all being dicks. You should have said nobody. I don't want to answer this question, but you all went in and said hard. Y'all just took somebody down, and I loved it. Right now, Pat Falloon's crying. That guy with the French name's crying, and Yapakov, he doesn't even know because he's in Russia, probably driving a tractor. It's fantastic. It's good times. My God. My God. Guys, what's the best movie snack? When you go to the movies, what is the best snack? Let's start with Randy Hahn. Ken Daniels, ask your wife to tell you what the question was.
Best movie snack. I'll go caramel cheese corn.
Caramel cheese corn.
I got it now. I'm using her headset. It's good. Better, different than.
I love it. I feel like I'm Zooming with my family. I got your mom set on. It's got to be good now. Everything's got to be good. Caramel cheese corn. Ken Daniels, best movie snack. Nope, he's minutes behind.
Shall I just go?
Yes, let's just go with you, Brendan.
Yeah, I'll go Sour Patch Kids.
Butter, for me, buttered popcorn along, but I don't like it. Wait. No. Best.
He's now. Those are her headphones. He's now listening to a Lifetime movie.
You know what's funny about it? He's listening to her headphones, so he's getting the show 16 seconds. It's on delay, right? So he's getting it back.
It's just repeated back to him slower. He's from Detroit.
Oh, you'll still be back. We'll be back to you, Ken, but you're still going to be last. By that time, it'll get to you. Oh,
hey, there's a reason all of us are on the air and not
can hear
tech people because we can't figure this stuff out.
I got
love
you.
it.
You said the best movie snack, right?
Yes, I did.
Buttered popcorn. Right?
Okay.
Buttered
Yes.
popcorn, but I like
Yes.
some Reese's Pieces, like some little popcorn, and then Reese's Pieces after that. Does that work?
Oh, I love it. Good answer. Took you 15 minutes to get to it, but I love it. Perfect. Good answer. Brendan?
Sour Patch Kids is what I said.
Sour Patch Kids was what you said. Now he can't hear again. My God, we got to get that. We got to get him. We got to get him a technical person. Guys, I'm going to give you all 2,500 points for that. Randy Hahn and Brendan Batchelor. Ken, because you used your wife on that one and then you were 20 minutes behind, I'm going to give you 1 billion points. That's right. 1 billion points for Ken. Very exciting times. By the way, Pascal Douay says, Blue Moon. Blue Moon. That is a good one right there. That is a good one. Oh, look at this. Let's go, Joseph. Joseph Muldoon.
A billion.
25 minutes later.
Joseph's perfect with this is a glorious clusterfuck. I love it.
If we talk slower, will he catch up?
Yes, I think if we just take our time, he'll end up answering the question at one time. Ken, answer the question in exactly 10 seconds. All right, let's continue on. Randy, what's your favorite summertime cocktail?
I don't know. Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry. I love this. I absolutely. This is the time that makes it. I love doing this, but when this happens, I fucking love this. Oh God!
I was gonna say I figured out who I want to apologize to. It's the viewers.
Oh, that was. Oh my God! I'm pretty sure
now
I
would
peed
be
a
the
little bit.
time for him to really be saying sorry. I'm going to go with favorite summertime cocktail, a home tweaked version of sangria brought to you by Kirkland.
Oh, home tweaked. Yeah, adds a little bit of vodka to it. Brendan,
A Moscow Mule for me.
Moscow Mule.
What I really like. Nice,
Ken?
cold, and refreshing.
Get ready, Ken.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ken? No.
Let's
Give him a second. Give him a second. He's almost there. I can hear it.
He's almost there. Let's see if he snaps. I want to see if he snaps.
Caesar.
Everybody-
Caesar. Caesar.
Oh. This must either be the best show you've done or the worst show you've done because there's no middle ground right now.
It's the best show I've ever done. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a stroke during this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Ken, but then I'm going to go instantly to Randy and then right to Brendan, and then we'll see if we can get Ken to answer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, very exciting. Oh my God. Do you guys have a team chiropractor? Let's start out with you, Ken. This is for you. Do you have a team chiropractor that you get to go to too? Randy?
Yes, but we don't get to go to him, but we do have him, and his name is Arnulfo. Good guy.
Oh my God. Brendan?
The Canucks do have a team chiropractor as well, but no, the broadcasters do not get that level of privilege to be able to go and use those services, let's say.
That is awesome. Ken? 3, 2.
Do you have the Jeopardy music you can play in the background while we're waiting?
I'd love it. We'll just continue on and see if he answers in the middle of our next thing. My glasses are fogged up. I was laughing so hard at the last one. Holy shit. I love it.
What's the use?
What's the use? That is actually a great answer for a chiropractor. What's the use? There's no bad answers. I'm going to give you 50 points for that, Ken. I'm going to give Randy fucking 0 points. He's not allowed to use it. Brendan says he's not allowed to use it, so I'm going to give him 3. Oh, my God. Here we go. Who has the worst fans? Randy Hahn? Who has the worst fans?
The worst fans? Ian, I refuse to answer that question.
Oh, very nice. Brendan?
Ian, I refuse to answer that question.
Ken says San Jose and Vancouver. He refuses to answer that question as well. Let's move on to the next question. Guys, what was the name of your high school? What was the name of your high school? Ken, I'm asking you right now. It may catch up to you in about 5, maybe 16 seconds.
Yes, true.
I have no idea how far this is. Oh my God. Randy, what was the name of your high school?
Frederick H. Collins High in Whitehorse, Yukon.
Jesus, that is bigger than the whole town. Brendan?
Dr. Charles Best
West
Secondary School in Coquitlam, British Columbia.
Oh, I like it. Let's see if Ken answers the name of that school. Nope, he's not going to answer. I don't think he went to high school. If I've seen a homeschool kid, it's this guy.
West
This
Prep.
guy's
West Prep.
West Prep.
West Prep.
West Prep. West Prep, guys. West Prep. I love it. Ryan Clark is going, what the fuck is going on here? Jesus, Ryan, if you're not paying attention to this show, I can't help you out. My God. Okay, let's continue on to the next question. I'm not going to give any points away on that. God damn it. I am hurting inside. I was laughing so hard. What was your first concert? Ken Daniels, what was your first concert? Randy, go to you because Ken's going to have some time. Take your time.
Fleetwood Mac at the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver. Opening act, Pablo Cruz.
Ooh, that's interesting. Who the hell is Pablo Cruz? Let's see.
I don't know.
Ken?
All right.
My first concert was Metallica at GM Place, what is now Rogers Arena in Vancouver.
Love it. And here comes Ken.
Okay. Do you want? I'm going to go with because I heard part of it. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Maple Leaf Gardens. Don't remember the opening act was, and I still think Earth, Wind, and Fire in concert, one of the best concerts you'll see to this day.
Oh my goodness, that's a guy.
Oh,
that
Ian,
came-
I've got a great Maple Leaf Gardens concert story, real quick.
Okay, do it.
The old PA announcer in Toronto who was there for years and years, and he would come on in a stoppage and play, and this would be an example. He'd say, Leaf fans, Maple Leaf Gardens wants to remind you of the concert coming up musically on Sunday night here at Maple Leaf Gardens. Metallica with an opening act performance by ZZ Top. OPP asks you to drive carefully. Good night.
That is so Maple Leaf Gardens. And they wonder why they can't win the cup because they can't figure out how to say ZZ Top right. That's the problem with them. That's why they can't win the cup. Oh my God. Guys, here's a question that maybe Ken will get within the next couple of minutes. Why is hockey so good at giving back? Why is hockey so good at giving back? Brendan, I'm trying to keep this show going, but fucking Ken keeps fucking it up. I'm going to ask you, why is hockey so good at giving back?
Well, I think from a young age, players are taught the value of teamwork, and because of that, they understand the value of giving back to their communities and being involved in that way as well. So you see some of the most selfless people, personally, some of the most selfless people I've met around the game of hockey, and that to me is why hockey players are so good at giving back.
Love it. Randy?
Brendan is barking up the right tree. I agree. I think that unlike some sports like basketball in the U.S. especially, football, even baseball, the players in those sports, when they're good at high school age, start to become idolized. It becomes more of a star building machine. In hockey, you can be the best player in the world. Example, Wayne Gretzky. Played in LA, didn't win a cup. Played in St. Louis, didn't win a cup. Went to the Rangers, didn't win a cup. Best player ever, possibly. But you need a team. And I think this is the culture these guys grow up around. It's not a star culture, it's a team culture. And I think that translates over into the way they treat other people.
Nice. Very good answer.
Yeah. And in the United States, I think hockey players are always small fish in a very big pond. In Canada, you grew up with hockey from an early age. Your parents, 5 a.m, 6 a.m, the weekends would drive you to the rink. I know you had to walk miles or whatever if you did, but I just think it became such a family thing. And they just grew as part of the game. Everybody just loved it. And I think it's becoming so much bigger now in the U.S. too. It's becoming a lot like it was growing up in Canada.
Oh my God. You know, everybody was timed out on that one perfect. That was absolutely amazing. I don't know what happened there, but Jesus looked down at us and said, this answer is going to be answered nicely. And I like it.
I think it's because Ken fixed his internet. He connected it in through his MySpace page.
Yeah. No, he didn't hear that. He'll hear that in a couple minutes. Oh my God. That is good. Guys, I'm going to give everybody 100,059 points for that. 100,059. And can you please all donate that to the charity of your choice afterwards? Thank you very much for that, guys. That was a very good answer. I just can't. You guys are hilarious, but hold on, let's see what's up. I just can't. But you lost me at hockey. Well, that's interesting. We lost her at hockey, so she can't be on. She can't have fun times because we brought up hockey. Well, let's ask another hockey question just to fuck her over. Oh my goodness, guys! Here's the question for you: who's got the toughest name in the NHL to say? Randy?
Grant Clipson.
Oh, it's so hard. Brendan?
In the NHL, that's a tough one. There was a prospect for the Flames, and I was broadcasting a prospects game between the Canucks and the Flames, and his name is Spencer Fu. And when I said it on the air, it came out as Spencer Poo. So I will pick Spencer Fu as the hardest name to say in the NHL.
Spencer Poo. We'll always go with that. Ken?
I'm back, but I have to pass because I couldn't really hear the question. But I knew it was a question, but I couldn't really hear it. At least I'm on time.
Yes, you're on time to say no thanks. That was awesome.
No thanks.
Who has the best fans in the league? You guys didn't want to answer the other question, but here's the other part of that question. Who has the best fans in the league? Ken?
Well, I would say for a long time it was Hockey Town. The best fan. I love Vegas, the way they've come on lately. Love going to games in Vegas. Their fans, and Nashville. Vegas or Nashville? Toss up. Take your pick.
Vegas or Nashville? Randy?
Other than the San Jose Sharks fans, of course, I would say the best fans in the NHL are the fans in Montreal. It's not a passion, it's a religion.
Montreal, passion, not religion.
And yes, I agree with Randy. Other than Canuck fans, of course, the fans in Montreal are like nothing else. You go and you just feel the intensity when you go into that building to broadcast a game. You get more reaction from the crowd on close chances and big plays, more oohs and ahs, and you just get a feeling that hockey means a lot to the people there.
Oh, that's all great answers. I remember I went to a game in the old building, and I love it. They had kind of a smoking section, and the wall was covered in carpet. Oh, those people in Montreal know how to party. We're going to see a sport. Get my pack of smokes. I love that.
Montreal. Smoking like crazy.
Smoking like crazy, yeah.
Around the Bag, brought to you by Du Maurier.
Oh, that's awesome. I forgot to mention I got to bring up some of my more sponsors. Bananas, proud sponsor of the Ian Bag Around the Bag. Good times. My God, I'm fanboying out like you guys wouldn't believe. This is fantastic. I'm having a great old time. Guys, name a teacher that you hated when you were in school. I want to really get it out there. I want to let them know you hated them. Randy, let's start with you, even though Ken wanted to answer first. He's got a hatred.
I hated him. I can't remember his name, but he was my 5th grade math teacher, but he's probably was a prophetic person in my life because he kept giving me detention because I talked too much.
Oh, what a dick. I hated him too. Brendan?
Yeah, most of my teachers did that with me as well. I had a teacher who, again, as Randy said, I can't remember his name, but he was a grade 11 chemistry teacher. And I was really struggling in that course, and he wasn't as much help as he probably could have been. So that's where I'm going.
Damn him. Ken?
Now, you said best and worst teacher, right? If I caught that correctly?
No, a teacher that you hated. Okay, whatever you want to answer.
Teacher that I hated? Well, only because in first grade she used to tie us to the chair if we were rude. Tie us to the chair in first grade. I know, isn't that crazy? Her name was Mrs. McReynolds. If she thought we were rude, Mrs. McReynolds tied us to the damn chair. And how old were we? 7? My God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got used to being tied up at an early age.
I was going to say that changes a kid. That changes a kid
and
forever.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Hey, honey, why don't we buy a desk and you tie me to it? How about we do that? Let's come on. My God. I'm going to have to be honest with you. Randy and Brendan, I'm going to give you guys 25 points each, but I'm going to give 6,900 to Ken Daniels there for being tied to a desk by an old lady. That sounds like it sounds like a Van Halen song, for Christ's sake. Just tie me to the desk. Oh my God, that was exciting. Oh, we're getting almost to the end of the show. We're continuing on. It's going to be exciting when I do around the table, and Ken can't hear it. That's going to be very exciting when we can hear the questions. That's going to be very, very exciting. Guys, I got to mention something before we go anywhere else. This show is actually sponsored by Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. It's a sauce if you want to sweat. Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. If you want to be a dirty bird, this sauce is for you. And I also want to mention the comedy club every night. This is the Comedy Magic Club. It's in Hermosa Beach. A young man named Ian Bagg does the first Tuesday of every month when that club's open. It's not open right now, but I'm sure you can buy a gift certificate and give it to a friend if you want to help out that club to keep it in business. So Ian Bagg can keep on doing comedy. Let's continue on, guys. We're going to have a good time. Good time. Good time. Oh, boy. Guys, are you ready to play? The round, the pass or say, what do I like? What is it called? I forgot. Choose one. That's what it's called. Choose one. Would you guys like to play choose one right now? Holy shit. I'm pretty sure I had a stroke in the middle of that. What the hell happened? It's ready, and Ken's not probably gonna win this part. Hey. I'm gonna start with Randy, then I'm gonna go to Brendan, then I'm gonna go to Ken, then I'm gonna go back to Randy, then I'm gonna go to Brendan, then I'm gonna go to Ken, I'm gonna go to Randy, I'm gonna go to Brendan, then I'm gonna go to Ken. Get ready, here we go. Randy, ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Brendan, hot dog or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Oh, Ken, boxing or UFC?
Mustard.
Oh God! Oh, Randy, boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Brendan, text or call?
Call.
Ken, boxing or UFC? We'll wait. He's not going to answer. Okay, we'll continue on. Randy, he'll just answer what he wants to answer. That'll be perfect. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Brendan, Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Ken, Porsche or Ferrari? Randy, boobs or butt?
Pass.
Pass. I love it. He likes both. Brendan, wood floor or carpet?
Pardon?
Wood floor or carpet?
Carpet.
Ken, spoon or fork? Randy, sushi or pad thai?
Pad thai.
All right, Brendan, UFC or boxing?
UFC.
Oh, fantastic. That was great. Those were good answers. Let me type up the score. Let's tally it up. Let's get the people out of here. They've got to get the kids to bed. Ken's got to call up his internet provider and give them shit. Randy's got to get another drink, and Brendan's got to go up in those mountains behind him. I love it. Let's do some adding. 74, 72. If I was tied to a chair right now, I could probably come up with the answer quicker, but I'm not tied to a chair right now because my teachers were nice. 14, 3.14. The winner is Ken Daniels with 1,175 points. Ken Daniels is our winner tonight. Oh, my God. Ken, you're the winner. Guys, he actually heard that. He heard that he won. I love it. That's awesome. Randy,
I'm just good.
Randy, tell them all about Ken. Describe Ken to everybody. That'll be the winner for this night. You get to describe Ken. Do it like you're doing a game right now. Describe Ken Daniels.
Hi, everybody, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Ken Daniels, a gentleman I've known in the National Hockey League for the last 20-plus years. A top-notch pro, works with one of the greatest in the game, Mickey Redmond, and together they make a fantastic team, bringing hockey to the fans of Detroit and Red Wings fans all over the world. Also a tremendous man, giving back to his community and helping others. Ken Daniels, my friend, his team may be in last place, but he's number one.
I love it. Brendan, you want to give him one too?
Yeah, I don't know if I could follow up what Randy said there. Obviously, both of these fine gentlemen do a great job, and for someone like me that's relatively new in the NHL, they're both great examples of high quality broadcasting that I look up to. So both Randy and Ken, great job as always.
Love it. Ken, can you just show that picture behind you because I'm in it? I'll take that as a no.
I heard something about a picture behind me. Is that
Yes.
Is that the picture you're talking about?
Yes, I'm in that
Yes.
picture.
That was the roast that Ian Bagg. Yes, hang on, because I only hearing every other word. But to Randy Hahn, an original day wonder, and Brendan coming off, and the years there that Shorty was there, and what a wonderful job you're doing. And hang on, the picture was because Ian Bagg slayed the audience at the Jamie Daniels Foundation Celebrity Roast for my late son. And Ian, you were outstanding, and you're in that picture. We roasted Mickey Redmond last September, and you and Jim Ralph and Scotty Bowman and Babs and everybody brought the house down.
Oh my God. It was fantastic. It was a good time, and I thank you for having me there. I thank you guys for being on the show. It was so much fun to be able to talk to you guys. I love the game, and I love what you do to the game. So thank you guys for being you. And when it all gets started back up again, I can't wait to listen to you all. Just enjoy your time off. I know that you're getting a little bit of money and things are happening. You've got a dog. Ken, we're gonna have to have some sort of fundraiser for you to get some internet. It's gonna be fantastic. Just stay healthy, guys. We love you. Thank you for being part of Around the Bag. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Ian.
But up.